and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Cassie. I'm a third year medical student. I share self-care, medical school, nursing school, all of it. I share that on my YouTube channel. Today's video is about feminine hygiene tips that I learned in my late 20s. I don't want you guys to be like me, so I'm giving you guys the tea now so you can start implementing it in your life right now. But before we even start, let me start the disclaimer real quick. First of all the products I'm going to showcase today, none of them sponsor this video. I legit use this product and I enjoy using them. I've used them for years. And the second disclaimer I will say is that this routine helped me decrease yeast infection. Okay, if you're a woman, you know, yeast infection, you can't avoid it. I will say though, if you're getting 4 to 5 yeast infection in a year, you should probably see a doctor, because if you have diabetes, that could increase your chances of getting yeast. So you want to check that out if you're getting 4 to 5 a year. That's kind of a lot. Alright, let's talk about why we're all here. If you're a heavy-set lady or a lady with hip C, you already know that down there can get kind of moist. So I started with this honey pot sensitive foaming wash, and I've been using this since 2020. And I'm just now, like last month, transitioning to this one that a friend of mine recommended. So far, I think I'm still going to go back to this, but I'm going to give this 2 more tries before I decide, okay, it's not going to work for me. Then I also tried to use this one. It's also from Honeypot. A friend of mine told me about this one and I liked it. But again, I keep coming back to this one because I like how it foams. This two doesn't foam as much. I like the idea that, okay, my vagina is getting a good wash. So this one gives me that feeling, you know. The second thing I tried was the flushable wipes. So I went to Dubai in 2019 with a friend of mine. She was having her 30th. So I went there and she had this wipe and I'm like, are you sure it's safe? Should we be using this? Who said that? You can't put anything in your vagina. Yada yada yada. She was like, oh, since she started using flushable wipes, she has actually had less infections, yeast and all of that. And I'm like, So I come back to the US. Of course I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and try this. I get the Equate version of it from Walmart because I was like, if I don't like it, I don't want to go and invest so much money into flushable wipes and hate it, you know? And now I can't return it. And then I liked it and I continue using the Equate. But my problem with Equate is that it's so soft that when you use it, I feel like it breaks apart. And I didn't like that. Then I discovered the one from Costco, which is pretty much Kirkland signature flushable wipes. And I was like, okay. This one is soft, but it doesn't just like tear apart anyhow. I felt like that Equate version, once you just use it like this, boom, till it just tear. This one is soft, but you know, it gets the job done completely. Those men, they like to lie that they don't use our products, but they do. Anyway, I've introduced him to these flushable wipes and I'm telling you, he can't go back. Like, he orders flushable wipes in the house now because he loves it so much. So if your man is the type to not, I'm just gonna say, clean properly, and when you pick up his boxers you see a little bit of streak of poop, just go ahead and get him flushable wipes. I mean, while in the 21st century, there's no reason for you to be not cleaning properly. And to be honest, tissue paper doesn't really do the job. Truly, except you're using water, tissue paper doesn't really do the job. But this flushable wipe is a mixture of water and tissue paper. So you're getting a bang for your money, you know? The other thing I started doing is using Panty Liners. Again, this one is from Honeypot. I've used this since 2020. The products are great. I have tried other brands and I keep coming back to this one. So at this point, I'm like, I'm locked in for life, baby. The one I use is the 100% organic cotton cover herbal infused liners. If you don't want the herbal feeling, you could just get the regular one. Me, I like the herbal feeling because it gives me a tinge when I put it on, and I like it. It has like a minty feel. The reason I highly recommend Panty Liners is that as women, we make secretions. Okay, let's not deceive ourselves and say, I don't make secretions. We do make secretions, and having a panty liner tells you when those secretions are different. You could be more in tune with yourself. You could tell when you're ovulating and when something abnormal is happening. Like, okay, I might have an infection because this color seems strange, this smell seems strange. So that's why I highly recommend panty liners. Also, it keeps your pants from being stained. I did Victoria's Secret pants and now it's stained and discolored in the middle. But this, everything goes on panty liner and you don't have to worry about that. That's not to say you shouldn't still wash your pants. Definitely wash your pants. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but like, you know, let's clarify. The fourth thing that I do that has helped with my feminine hygiene is ditching shaving and just waxing. Like, Seriously, life-changing. Because when I wax now, my hair doesn't grow back out till like about 6 weeks, give or take. But with shaving, as soon as you shave today, literally 3 days later, your hair comes back with vengeance. So why even bother? Why? You don't get a break and you're constantly shaving and giving yourself nicks and you're giving yourself bumps. All of these things make it easy for all these little bacteria that already stay in your vagina to just penetrate. You know what I mean? So no, I did shaving and just went waxing. If you have some money and your pepper rests well, I think maybe you could try laser, because that gives you a long time without hair. You just go in every now and again for maintenance. Bonus tip, if you struggle with like odor down there, what I will recommend is the FDS Intimate Body Dry Deodorant Spray. I experimented with these just for funsies and I really liked it, but I don't need it, so I will not be restocking. I still have a whole bunch. I just use it for like special moments, nighttime, or if I'm going to the gym. And don't let anybody tell you that having yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis is because you're dirty or because it's sexually transmitted. They're lies. Literally, Gardnerella vaginosis stays in your vagina. That bacteria is a part of your vaginal flora. Being in medical school has really exposed my eyes to some things. For example, do you know that if you have asthma, you could have eczema? Growing up, one of my brothers had asthma and he had eczema, and all of us were like, oh, he doesn't clean well, he doesn't wash his body well. But coming to medical school and finding out that if you have asthma, a sequel of that is freaking eczema. And I'm like, mind freaking blowing. So anyway, do not let anybody try to talk you down and try to say that you are dirty, you are this, you are that because you have yeast infection. It's literally normal. Okay, take it from me and you can take that to the bank. For me, growing up, I didn't really have somebody telling me or showing me the ropes when it comes to feminine hygiene. I grew up with my grandma. The house was very busy. She did the best that she could. Okay? And back in the day, there was no YouTube or even the internet for you to even search all of this stuff. So I say that to say, I know that there are people out there that are currently growing up the way that I did, but the good thing is you have the internet and you have YouTube. So use it. I hope that this video finds you, and I hope that you find it educational and useful. Alright guys, if you want to connect with me, you already know what to do. My YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok. Okay, see you guys.